Well, new today, the Biden administration taking a big step toward a national ban on menthol cigarettes. The Food and Drug Administration releasing their proposed plan today, which says the goal is to improve public health. But critics argue this ban unfairly targets Black Americans and could lead to policing and racial issues. The Hill's national politics reporter, Julia Manchester, joins us now. So, Julia, you've written about this topic. Explain this new proposal for us.
Right. So, Nichole, essentially the proposal would ban menthol cigarettes and flavored cigars, really starting potentially in 2024. Now, like you said, there are two sides to this debate. One side of the debate says that this will save lives, that it will stop people from smoking, because essentially 1/3 of the cigarette market in the United States, which is menthol cigarettes, would be impacted. However, there is another side of this debate that says that this could lead to negative interactions between police officers and members of the Black or Hispanic communities, which tend to favor menthol cigarettes, Black and Hispanic smokers, that is. So, definitely a very heated debate right now. The Biden administration has proposed this. However, we've seen major civil rights leaders like Attorney Ben Crump and the Reverend Al Sharpton speaking out against this, saying that, this could lead to another Eric Garner type situation.
So basically, some say that it's a public health crisis. Others say that, the Black and brown communities could be unfairly targeted. Now, this proposed ban does have some factions within the Black community split. Can you weigh in on that?
It does have factions within the Black community split. My colleague, Alex Gangitano, and I spoke to various members of the Congressional Black Caucus, as well as members of community leaders in the Black community who had very different opinions on this. There were many members that said, look, we need to have this ban because it will save lives in these communities that sometimes don't have access to the same kind of health care that maybe white individuals sometimes have. And however, other figures like Al Sharpton, Ben Crump would argue, look, this could create an illegal market for menthol cigarettes. And then if people were starting to sell menthol cigarettes and then they were to get caught by a police officer, they're worried that this could result in police brutality or more tension between police officers in certain Black and Hispanic communities.
And Julia, a former smoker who's a coworker here brought up this question, and he was wondering why menthol cigarettes versus just a full ban on cigarettes altogether.
That's a good question. And we asked, the members of the tobacco lobby and proponents of the ban. And, they said, look, that could be perceived as too much overreach, that would never be passed. There would be too much of a backlash to that. So that's sort of what the sense we got. However, going forward, it is curious to see, this could be 2 years until this takes effect. So I'm curious to see what sort of pushback against or if there's any challenges to it.
Yeah, certainly. All right, Julia Manchester from our partners at the Hills, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.